I chose the title Loving an Addict, Loving Yourself because even though the relationship between a person and their addicted loved ones is a very important relationship, there's a lot of love in those relationships, the relationship that a person has with themselves is also very important. And often what happens is that the loved one of an addicted person puts themselves on the back burner, and their lives become revolved around the addict's addiction. That's not healthy. It's not something that's going to help the addict recover. It's not something that's going to help the loved one create their own lives. I think people who would find this book useful would be people who are affected by somebody else's addiction, negatively affected. That could be family members, it could be friends, it could be anybody that knows somebody who's struggling with an addiction and doesn't know how to help, and has maybe tried a lot of different things and nothing seems to be working. For example, many of the clients that I see give money to somebody with an addiction, and that just creates the addiction continuing and getting worse. It doesn't help the addict. Often people do this because they're afraid to say no to people with addictions. It's been said that the word that an addict hates to hear the most is no. And sometimes they become quite angry when no is said to them, when that boundary is set. So what loved ones need to do is be able to create healthy boundaries and learn how to maintain them. All of the top 10 survival tips are very important, I think, but there are 3 that stand out for me. I guess the first one would be about understanding, really being able to accept that we can't change anybody but ourselves. We can't change another person. We can't fix the addict. We can't make somebody stop using or stop gambling or stop smoking. We can only change us. The second thing that I think is really important in my book is about learning the difference between helping behaviors and enabling behaviors. And the way I define that is an enabling behavior is something that keeps the addiction going, whereas a helpful behavior, something that you can do that will really help an addict stop, would be doing things like not giving them money, setting boundaries, respecting yourself, respecting them by respecting yourself. And then the third one, which I think is my favorite, is about self-care. And it's about learning how to take care of oneself in a holistic way. So looking at emotional self-care, physical self-care, mental, spiritual, really getting to know yourself, taking the time, taking your energy away from the addict's addiction and getting to know yourself and learning what you need to be able to take care of yourself, getting your life back on track. What I hear the most is when people call me and ask to come and work with me as a client. They've read the book, they see the value of learning how to set these kinds of boundaries that I'm talking about. They don't know how to do that, but they want help in learning how to do that because they see that that would be very helpful in their situation. And I feel very gratified by that because I know that that helps. I've seen it many times.